Hello, Pisces. This is Karen, the Forest Empress, and I am here with your May mid-month tarot card reading. I have pulled a cross spread for you, and at the end we will pull a Power Animal Oracle card to tie the whole reading together. So I'm excited about this reading. I've already pulled it, and it's looking really, really good. I'm a Pisces too, so I am, understandably very excited about this. But let me share with you what's going on. So the first card that we have represents the past and the influence that the past is having on these last 2 weeks of May. We have the Hermit card in reverse. So, in the earlier part of the month, you may have been shying away from something. That's not totally uncommon for Pisces. We do tend to be a little shyer, especially about our own talents and abilities. But this card is reminding us to not hide those talents and abilities because people need to see you shine. And Pisces are very inward people. So, unless you're very close to one, you might not know all the little hidden talents, if you will, that they have. But I can guarantee you they have a lot of them. This also could mean that you have been in a situation in the earlier part of May where perhaps you have not been reading the situation as accurately as you could. It might be time to do some meditation or tap into your intuition to gain more insight on whatever the situation is. Try to avoid distractions wherever possible. And, Pisces are very wise people. So look to the wisdom that you've accumulated, especially in the last year or so. Chiron has been in Pisces for a while. It's going to be there for a while. Pisces people are going through a lot right now. And I'm sure that you're feeling it. I know that I have. Look deep within yourself for answers, and it's hard because there are a lot of distractions in our lives, but this is really stressing that you should be taking some time for yourself, getting to know yourself on the inside, and if there's a situation that needs clarification, you need to do that within yourself, so really tap into that intuition. I'm sorry, I have cats, and they're fighting behind me. I'm sorry about that. It's my kitten is attacking one of the older cats. She does not want to play with him, but he does not understand that she does not want to play with him. So the next card that we have are the obstacles in your path. Not too shabby of an obstacle here. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Get moving and get out there, especially if you have these talents and abilities which are coming to the surface right now. You need to get out there. And, even if it's not, acting like the Sun card where you're out and showing everyone everything. You can maybe do that among your group of friends if you feel more comfortable with that. But in some way in your life right now, you need to be asserting your independence. So if there's an area where you have not spoken up for yourself and you need to, or if something comes up where because Pisces have a really hard time with confrontation, and we really don't like to stand up to people because we like everything to just flow nicely and be harmonious, and we just don't really want the drama. But if this is a situation where you need to stand up for yourself, you absolutely need to do it. And this card is hopefully giving you a little more power behind you to do that now that you know this. There is nothing wrong with asking for help also. If you feel that you need some help in some arena, you know who the best person to ask would be, and look to your help and support systems because there are people around you who do want to help you if you need it. If things are not going your way during this time, and this would definitely fall into being an obstacle because it could be blocking your progress, you need to let go of any resentment that you have. So if things aren't going exactly how you've planned it, or maybe you had a goal and you're not quite there yet, you need to get rid of the resentment about that because that could be blocking further progression of that goal or whatever you're trying to achieve. So make sure that you're not doing that. Watch your attitude. That's a big one here. Now, what we have helping us, influences working in our favor, is another excellent card. We have the 10 of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment. This is a success card. Success is going to be yours. You are on the brink of great emotional happiness, and that is going to be working in your favor in these last 2 weeks of May. Continue to empower yourself because whatever you're doing is working, and even if you're not seeing it, as much as you would want right now, it is working below the surface. So you need to remember that and keep doing what you're doing. Now, once you start, getting all these accolades or getting this emotional fulfillment, this happiness, this prosperity, this good fortune that is coming your way. And we'll get more into the good fortune in a little bit. But while this is happening, you may be receiving honors, being more respected in your field. While this is all happening, it's important to remember to stay gracious and humble, because, you know, that shouldn't be too hard for Pisces, because Pisces are kind of that way anyway. There could be jealousy from other people if you are not staying humble or being gracious. So make sure you are very grateful for what you have. You don't need to be shouting it from the rooftops, whatever this wonderful thing is that you're accomplishing, or whatever success this is. You know, you can, if you want to announce it or shout it from the rooftops, just do it in the most gracious way possible, because then you're going to have people rallying with you, for you. You're not going to have as many of those jealous people who don't want you to have what you are having right now. Now, for the near future, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Don't hide your problems. This could also come along with the asking for help that we talked about earlier. You could be feeling like you are pulled in too many directions, and as you are experiencing this wonderful success at the end of the month, it could feel that way, that people are pulling you in all different kinds of directions. Maybe people are vying for your attention. Just be weary of people who seem unstable in some way. Or maybe if you're feeling some instabilities there, you might have to take a step back and watch out for that. This card could also represent that there could be a great change coming. And I'm using the word great very loosely, because based on the rest of your reading, it's looking like it's going to be a very good change. We have Pentacles and we have Cups, and then we have Wands, which we'll get into in a second. But it looks like money is going to be excellent. So maybe that's your change. Maybe it's a change of an emotional nature, since we do have some Cups here too. Maybe a change in a relationship for the better, or maybe getting into a new relationship that is just so wonderful and you're in that great spot. But whatever this big change is, whether it be good or bad, it is somewhat of a test for you. So, you know, either way it goes, look at it that way. And use your talents and abilities to your advantage, and use whatever resources you have at your fingertips for whatever this test is to your advantage, because it will help you. The biggest thing that you can use to your advantage here is motivation. So even if you are getting this big wish fulfilled, you still might need the motivation to continue doing what you're doing, or to, sorry, more cats. I lost my train of thought. And just don't be afraid that you're not going to live up to people's expectations, because the way this is looking, you probably already are, and people are seeing you as, you know, in a much higher echelon than maybe you even see yourself. And again, that can be kind of typical of Pisces, but people are really seeing how wonderful you are right now. And just don't be afraid that you're not going to live up to your expectations, because you either already are and surpassing those expectations, or you will be very soon. Now, in the long-term future, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The message here is, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. And that goes along with what we're getting here with these wish fulfilled, the success. You may have more power coming to you in some way, whether it be in your job, in your relationship, you know, just in your field in general. But yeah, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. And I think maybe you'll know what this means when it comes up in your life. And this is going to be more towards the end of May, because this is more the long-term future. So it's probably that 4th week in May. Don't use your charm and charisma that everyone is loving you for right now to manipulate people, or don't use it for negative purposes, because it's just going to kind of bite you in the butt in the long run. So just make sure that you're not doing that. Or this Queen of Wands here could be a person that you are coming across. It is likely a person with a lot of fire energy. It doesn't have to be a girl. It could be a guy, but it probably is a girl, because it's a queen. In these general readings, it can go either way, because we're reading for so many people. So this person could be very charismatic, and they could be having a very strong effect on you. But you have to, watch this person closely if this is a person that's coming up, because if you see anything that could be deemed as manipulative or narcissistic, then you are not going to want to put this person on as high of a pedestal as maybe you have been putting them. So try to look at this person more from a realistic perspective, because really what you should be doing here is more looking inwardly. And so advice that you've gotten from people in the past that are in the specific whatever you're dealing with right now in these last 2 weeks, whether it's job or relationship or whatever, it's really stressing that you should be looking within yourself, because you could look for other people. If this Queen of Wands was upright, I would say maybe she does have some great creative ideas, but because she's reversed, I would just be a little more wary of her. Even if you respect this person a lot, she does have the potential to hinder you in some way. So just be aware of that also. Now, the eventual outcome for the rest of the month of May is the Ace of Pentacles. This is one of the, if not the most fortunate card in the deck. This means you have the Midas touch, or the golden touch, if you will. Whatever you are working on, whatever you are dreaming, wishing, trying to manifest, it is going to come, and it will be golden. So it's a great eventual outcome. This end of May is looking great as we're going into June. You deserve this reward. Whatever you are getting at the end of May, you absolutely earned it. You've worked hard for it, and just reap that reward and enjoy every second of it, because it feels like it's been coming to you for a while, and I'm getting chills as I say that. Now, just remember that this reward may not come in the way that you expected. It could be coming in an unexpected way. Believe in your ability to manifest this, whatever it is. If it's money, you can manifest it, or it's coming to you anyway, but you need to believe that it's going to happen. These cats. And don't feel bad for presenting yourself as being a prosperous, successful person, because you have earned your right to be there. And if anybody has an issue with that, they are just jealous of you. And so just remember that. But as we talked about earlier, as long as you're being gracious and humble, you are not going to have that many jealous people, as long as you're handling it in that kind of in that humble way. Let's pull a Power Animal Oracle card and see which animal is going to come up for you. The turtle. It says retreat and stop trying to make something happen, because it looks like it's happening whether you like it or not. It is happening on its own, and it is great. So stop trying to force things. Let them happen on their own time. You have this beautiful card coming up at the end. It looks like you've done the work already for whatever reward that you are reaping. So just kind of, look inwardly, spend that time meditating, get to know yourself a little better. Something great is coming your way. So take that retreat time if you need to. Thank you so much for watching, you beautiful Pisces. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of May, and I will see you in June. Thanks, bye.